Have you ever found yourself pouring your heart out in prayer, hoping, pleading, maybe even bargaining with God for something you desperately wanted? Maybe it was a job, a relationship, a breakthrough, or just a sign that you were on the right path. You gave it your all, your faith, your hope, your energy. But then, nothing happened. The silence was deafening. You felt ignored, maybe even invisible, as if your prayers bounced off the ceiling and fell flat at your feet. Have you ever been so sure that something was meant for you, only to watch the door slam shut right in your face? It's a gut punch. You start to wonder if God is even listening, or if you did something wrong. The disappointment can feel overwhelming, like a wave that knocks you off your feet and leaves you gasping for air. You might even start to question your own worth, wondering why your dreams seem to come true for everyone else, but not for you. I know that feeling all too well. I've been there, right in that space between hope and heartbreak. Let me share a story that changed the way I see closed doors forever. A while back, I applied for what I thought was my dream job. It checked every box: the title, the salary, the chance to finally prove myself and make my family proud. I imagined how my life would change, how I'd finally feel validated and successful. I could see it so clearly, it felt like it was already mine. I didn't just hope for it, I fought for it. I fasted, I prayed, I journaled my dreams, and I told my closest friends to pray with me. Every day I pictured myself walking into that office, making a difference, living out my purpose. I believed with every fiber of my being that this was the door God wanted me to walk through. And then, after all that hope and effort, I got a no. Just like that. A cold, impersonal rejection email. No explanation, no second chance. I stared at the screen, my heart sinking. It felt like the world had stopped spinning for a moment. I was devastated. I questioned everything, my abilities, my faith, even my value as a person. I felt abandoned, like God had left me on read. The pain was real and it lingered. I wondered if I'd ever get another chance, or if I was just destined to watch other people live out the dreams I'd prayed for. But here's the plot twist. The part I never saw coming. The part that changed everything. Just a few months later, the company I'd wanted so badly to join went bankrupt. Practically overnight, people lost their jobs, their security, and their sense of direction. The dream job I'd prayed for turned out to be a sinking ship. If I'd gotten what I wanted, I would have been caught in the middle of chaos, scrambling to pick up the pieces. That note, the one that broke my heart, ended up saving me from a disaster I never saw coming. What felt like rejection was actually protection. I was spared from a financial mess, from stress and uncertainty, from having to start over when I least expected it. In that moment, I realized that sometimes the doors that close are the ones that keep us safe. Sometimes what we call rejection is really just redirection. It's not that you're being denied something good, it's that you're being guided towards something better, even if you can't see it yet. Closed doors aren't always a punishment. Sometimes they're a shield. God sees the whole picture, the dangers and detours we can't possibly know about. Sometimes that closed door is His way of steering you away from heartbreak, disappointment, or disaster. It might not make sense in the moment, but looking back, you'll see the wisdom in the detour. Don't let a closed door define your worth or your future. You are not your setbacks. You are not the sum of your rejections. You are a work in progress, being shaped and guided by a loving hand that sees far beyond what you can imagine. Remember, delay doesn't mean denial. Sometimes it's just divine redirection. The path you're on might twist and turn, but that doesn't mean you're lost. It means you're being led somewhere better, somewhere safer, somewhere more suited to who you're becoming. You are not forgotten. Even when it feels like you're wandering in the dark, you are being guided. Every closed door is a step toward the right one opening. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be, even if it doesn't look like you imagined. If you've ever experienced a closed door that made sense later, share your story or drop A in the comments. Your experience might be the encouragement someone else needs today. Or tag a friend who's feeling discouraged, who needs to be reminded that closed doors aren't the end of the story. Sometimes they're just the beginning of a better chapter. Trust the author of your story, even when the page doesn't look like you imagined. The best chapters are often the ones we never planned.